On the rebound, many kids won't be starting on school campuses this year, but they will be starting. California lawmakers spared schools in the state's budget, opting to keep them funded at current levels. Adam Rakusin looked into how they were able to avoid most cuts.
When learning went virtual, some parents opted to take a different approach.
We're going to be homeschooling them, full homeschool.
Sarah FARSIan's a mom to two kids, a first and second grader who until recently were enrolled in the Poway Unified School District.
Given the pandemic, we really are really afraid of sending them back to a campus, even though they're disinfected. What if they get sick? What if they end up in the hospital?
Sarah says they're in the process of parting ways with the district. Her family is not the only one across the state making that same decision.
First, it's going to be just us, but we are a member of a Facebook co-op group that also has accredited tutors, accredited teachers, all different grades.
That decision could have an impact on public schools. But to understand why, you need to understand how schools get money and what happened this year.
For most districts, they're funded on the number of students that show up, and to a lesser extent, demographics of those students.
Bob BLATTNER runs a lobbying and consulting firm that focuses on public education and school finance. This year, lawmakers kept state funding at current levels. However, moving forward, billions of dollars will be deferred, meaning schools won't get it until a later date.
So districts are either going to have to go into their savings, and many have enough, or they're going to have to borrow.
Deferrals will impact districts and public charter schools a bit differently. Where there's an immediate concern for some is with average daily attendance. The budget basically made it so growing schools and schools that have seen enrollment drop still get funded at the same level.
Which means that for our charter schools that are growing and for district schools also that are experiencing enrollment growth, which is about 30% of districts across California, we're not going to be reimbursed for those students that we're serving.
MYRNA CASTREJON is the president and CEO of the California Charter School Association. She says parents have very difficult decisions ahead that could impact schools in different ways.
Every choice will have tremendous consequences. I am concerned about equity. I am concerned about a departure from the public school system in general.
Sarah says her kids will eventually go back to a physical school.
Yes, this is only for right now. If they can get this under control, yes, they need to be with their friends.
Adam Rakusin, KSBY News.
BLATTNER says if the fiscal impact of the pandemic drags on, it's going to have an impact on the revenue available for schools and how much they'll be able to distribute. If the federal government steps up with money, a lot of the school deferrals would be taken care of. For resources on how you can start to rebound from the effects of the pandemic, head to our website, ksby.com/rebound.